Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bipolar Opposites. My name is Tim Cubbin, I'm your host, and joining us today is my lovely best friend Kelsey, who shall be part of this interview.
Hi.
Yes, we're doing an interview, which I've done an interview before, but never a live interview. So this is me first. Also, I've written no script, so I might bumble around a bit, but I hope you can accept it. Okay, so basically what Bipolar Opposites is, I discuss topics which people don't want to talk about, don't know about, or don't understand and need to be educated on. So today, we're talking about overcoming medical illnesses, which is something a lot of people have, and they don't know how to deal with them. So, to start off by interviewing Kelsey about her medical illnesses.
Hi.
So, question number one, what are your medical illnesses?
So, from what I've been told, in the past, I had ADHD and bipolar. The bipolar was now discovered to be more of a stimulant, I guess, induced bipolar. But in reality, I have panic disorders, anxiety, and depression. So it's like a big triangle, which my anxiety is at the top and kind of gives off the paranoia, panic attacks, which then causes my depression. So yeah, I have a triforce of problems. Yeah.
Tell the fans. Okay, so the second question I have is, what do you know medically about your medical illnesses? Like, what do you understand about your illnesses medically?
I know that anxiety will never be cured. You're always going to have it. And same with depression. It's just a chemical disorder you have. You're born with it, and it just kind of comes when it wants to. I've learned to accept it. I've learned that it's a part of who I am, and it's just a battle, just like any disease, and that you can't let it defeat you. You got to walk with it. It's almost like a purse. You pick it up every day and you go with it.
Again, this is kind of what you just said, but what do your medical
Oh.
illnesses mean to you?
Ah,
Like, how does it affect your daily life?
it's a struggle. It's hard to go to stores by yourself because your anxiety and your paranoia and the panic attack set in. When I'm depressed, I don't like to leave my bed. I don't like to leave the house. But kind of just gotta go and do it.
Okay, and what do you do to overcome your medical illnesses?
Well, the other day I forced myself to go get my nails done by myself, but if you have a friend like him who you can call or text and get kind of walk you through it, it's a lot easier to have a buddy system. Like, even though they're not physically with you, they can still be there via text or email to help you kind of achieve those obstacles to get to that goal. Kind of like a cheerleader for a marathon or a football game. Like, you have that cheering squad going for you.
Okay, and what advice do you give to others who have the same medical illnesses as you?
Don't let it hold you down. Don't let it be your anchor. Let it be something you fight with, but let it be something you win. Don't ever push it aside and let medication kind of take it. Just learn how to deal with it and let people know that's who you are. It's never gonna go away. It's always gonna be a part of you. But work with it. Don't let it bring you down or anything. I've done that all, my entire life so recently. And now I'm grown to love knowing like, hey, this is who I am. You don't like it? Fuck off. You know? That's how it is.
Okay, now you are going to ask me the same question.
Yay. Okay. What are your medical illnesses?
I have bipolar disorder, and I have dissociative identity disorder.
Now, what do you do? What do you know about it medically?
I know that bipolar disorder is considered to be the result of the brain's chemicals reaching 2 points polar opposites. So there's manic highs and depressive lows. Dissociative identity disorder is where there's multiple personalities which swap back and forth depending on situations.
Okay. And what do your medical illnesses mean to you?
They aren't a hindrance. I don't let them hinder my life. I just live them like Kelsey said. You know, I've said before, but you are not your illness. You do not let it define you. Like I say that I am living with bipolar disorder. I don't say I'm bipolar. I'm saying that I live with bipolar disorder because bipolar disorder does not dominate me. It's not who I am.
Okay. What do you do to overcome your medical issues and illnesses?
Well, I make sure to, take my medications, go to
Mm-hmm.
therapy, and remember that I'm not alone. That I have friends like Kelsey who will always be there for me.
Yep. Buddy system always with. What advice do you give others with the same medical illnesses as you?
I say get help. You know, talk to someone. I've said in a lot of videos before, so if you watch them, you'll know. But you know, you're not alone.
Never alone. People will always admit that they're fine and everything's hunky dory, but in reality, behind closed doors, you don't know what goes through people's mind. My mind races all day, every day. And I finally admitted not defeat, but I wanted the help. I wanted to tell someone that this is what's going on. This is why I can't sleep. This is why I can't do certain things. And to know you're not alone is the best feeling in the world, because you know there's people out there like my best friend who helps me get through the day. Even when I'm having an off day, I can just message him on Facebook and be like, can you help me? Like, I'm going through this. And he'll be like, I've been there, done it. This is how I got through it. Maybe it'll help you.
Get friends, get support system, you know, get
Group
your family.
therapy. We did group therapy in Oasis, and it honestly helps because you're not alone. And there's always going to be that one person out of 10 people that sits there like, but
saying, why am I here?
yeah, and we've been there. We were the ones in high school saying, why am I here? Meh, meh, meh. But in reality, it does help. It helps not hearing other people's stories and how they could go through the same situation you just went through. And then you can go back and be like, okay, they did it this way. Let me do that. So it does help. I will, for all the young teenagers out there, Oasis was definitely a good thing. Even though we were definitely with a bunch of woos. But I look back, and if it wasn't for Oasis, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Yes.
And
you know, just get in a program if you really think you need help.
And don't fight your parents, even though you're gonna fight your parents. And they're gonna say, you need help, you need help. And in reality, getting help is not a bad thing.
Also, don't let the little things, don't say the little things that bother you are stupid, because they're not stupid. They matter to you. It matters to people other than you. So, you know, it might be stupid, say you get angry because of something stupid, but to you it's important, and it's not stupid.
I used to think not being able to go to the store by myself was stupid, but then I found out a lot of people have that same issue. They can't go into big crowds by themselves. Like, I can't, but I learn every day how to do it by just going to the nail salon by myself. That's one little thing that tells your anxiety I'm not letting you defeat me. You can be a part of my life in a good way,
but you're not my life.
Yeah, you're not my life. And I'm not going to let it be my life.
Well, I think that'll do it. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day. You know, tell us about the show if you think they need it. So, Tim coming out.
Like them on Facebook.